Something unusual is happening inside offices around the world. Companies are quietly hiring new employees who never sleep, never take vacations, and never ask for a raise. And the strangest part, these employees aren't human, they're AI. Before we dive in, take a second to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you're curious about how technology is quietly reshaping our future, you're in the right place now. Imagine this: it's Monday morning in a busy company office in New York. The marketing team is preparing a campaign. Customer support tickets are flooding in. Sales reports need to be analyzed. Normally, dozens of employees would be rushing to handle all of this, but today, something is different. Half the work is already done. The emails were answered overnight. The reports were generated automatically. Customer complaints were resolved within seconds, and most of it was handled by AI employees, not software tools. Not simple automation, actual AI workers designed to perform jobs once done by people for decades. Automation replaced repetitive factory work. Machines built cars. Robots assembled electronics, but office jobs, those were supposed to be safe. Creative thinking, decision-making, communication. These were considered uniquely human skills until now. Today, companies in the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia are quietly integrating AI workers into their teams, and the shift is happening faster than most people realize. Customer service is one of the first industries feeling the impact. Many companies now use AI agents that can answer thousands of customer questions at the same time. They don't get tired. They don't lose patience. They respond instantly. For businesses, that means faster service and lower costs for human employees. It raises an uncomfortable question: if a machine can do the job faster and cheaper, what happens to the person who used to do it? But customer service is just the beginning. AI is now writing reports, analyzing financial data, designing marketing strategies, and even generating legal documents. Some startups are going even further. They are building entire teams made up almost entirely of AI workers. Imagine a company where the marketing manager is AI, the data analyst is AI, the customer support team is AI, and only a handful of humans remain to supervise the system. This might sound like science fiction, but it's already happening. A tech startup in Silicon Valley recently introduced something they call AI employees. These aren't just chatbots, they're designed to act like full team members. They receive tasks. They collaborate with other AI systems. They produce results. And they work 24 hours a day without breaks. For business owners, the appeal is obvious. An AI employee costs a fraction of a human salary. There are no benefits, no sick days, and no training periods. From a purely financial perspective, the math is simple: lower costs, higher productivity. But the story doesn't end there. Because while companies see opportunity, millions of workers are starting to feel something else: uncertainty. A recent wave of reports shows companies experimenting with AI replacements in fields that were once considered secure. Journalists, designers, programmers, even lawyers. Jobs that required years of education and experience are suddenly being questioned. And this is where the conversation becomes much bigger than technology, because this isn't just about machines doing work. It's about the future of work itself. For the past century, societies were built around a simple idea: people work, companies grow, and economies move forward. But what happens when machines begin doing a large portion of that work? Some experts believe AI will create new opportunities we can't yet imagine. Others warn it could trigger one of the largest job disruptions in modern history. And right now, no one truly knows which future is coming. But there's another twist in this story, because AI employees aren't just replacing simple tasks anymore. They're starting to make decisions that could affect businesses, customers, and entire industries. And that raises a question that companies are only beginning to confront: if an AI employee makes a mistake, who is responsible? The company, the programmer, or the machine itself? The answers are far from clear. But as more businesses rush to hire AI workers, the line between human employees and digital ones is beginning to blur. And what happens next may change the global workforce forever. But the real story becomes even more complicated when you look at what businesses are starting to expect from these AI employees. Because at first, companies used AI as a helper, something that could assist human workers, speed things up, handle repetitive tasks. But slowly, quietly, that role is changing in some companies today. AI isn't assisting employees anymore, it's managing them. There are already workplaces where AI systems assign tasks, track productivity, and evaluate employee performance. Instead of a human manager checking progress, an algorithm analyzes how quickly someone completes work, how efficiently they respond to emails, even how active they are during the day for companies. This sounds incredibly efficient data-driven decisions. No bias, no emotions. Just pure performance metrics, but for employees, it can feel very different. Imagine knowing that every task you complete is being monitored by a system that never forgets anything, every delay, every mistake, every slow day, all recorded and analyzed. And while that might push productivity higher, it also raises serious concerns about privacy, pressure, and trust inside the workplace. But the deeper question isn't about surveillance, it's about replacement. Because once a company builds an AI system that can monitor workers, analyze results, write reports, and communicate with customers, the next logical step becomes obvious. Why not let the AI do the job itself? That's exactly what some businesses are starting to experiment with. Take content creation. For example, a few years ago, companies hired writers, editors, and researchers to produce articles, marketing campaigns, and reports. Today, AI systems can generate thousands of words in seconds, analyze trends, and even tailor content for different audiences around the world. The same thing is happening in finance. AI can analyze massive data sets, detect patterns, and make predictions far faster than human analysts in law. AI systems can scan thousands of legal documents in minutes. In healthcare administration, AI tools are already handling scheduling, patient records, and insurance claims piece by piece. Job by job, AI is quietly moving into spaces that once required entire departments of people. But here's the twist that many people miss. History shows that every major technological shift destroys some jobs, but also creates new ones. When factories introduced machines during the Industrial Revolution, millions feared mass unemployment instead. New industries were born when computers entered offices in the 1980s and 90s. People worried that automation would eliminate clerical jobs forever, yet the digital economy created entirely new careers that didn't exist before. And many experts believe the same thing could happen with AI instead of replacing humans completely. AI might transform the type of work people do. Jobs that require empathy, creativity, leadership, and complex judgment may become more valuable than ever. Roles like AI supervisors, AI trainers, and AI ethicists are already emerging. These are people responsible for guiding how AI systems behave, checking their outputs, and ensuring they follow ethical standards. In other words, humans may move from doing the work to directing the intelligence that performs it, but that transition won't be smooth. Millions of workers may need to learn new skills. Entire industries may reshape themselves, and governments around the world are still trying to figure out how to prepare for this shift. Some countries are discussing new education models. Others are exploring ideas like shorter workweeks or even universal basic income. Because if machines can produce enormous economic value, societies will need new ways to distribute that value among people. And that's why the rise of AI employees is not just a business story. It's a human story, a story about adaptation, about uncertainty, about how humanity responds when technology moves faster than expected. Right now, we're standing at the very beginning of that transformation. In the next decade, millions of businesses will decide how deeply they integrate AI into their workforce. Some companies will use it responsibly, others may push automation as far as possible. But one thing is certain, the workplace of the future will not look like the workplace we know today. Offices may be smaller, teams may include both humans and intelligent machines, and the definition of a coworker might change forever. So the real question is whether AI employees are coming there already here. The real question is how humanity chooses to work alongside them. Will AI become a tool that empowers people, or a force that replaces them? The answer will depend on the decisions businesses, governments, and workers make today. And the choices we make now could shape the future of work for generations. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more stories about the technologies shaping our world, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, because the future isn't just coming, it's already being built.